and we're still alternating reps with those guys, and we'll continue to do that. One of the things that's tough about making a decision on the quarterback in camp is that you don't tackle him. So it's always tough to say, would he have avoided that rush and got the ball off and those kind of things. But even having said that, we'll be working downhill as we get deeper into camp to try to. The truth is, I want them to make that decision. I would like some separation at some point, and at whatever point that may be. And if not, then we may have to go in the season and alternate guys and see what happens. But in a perfect world, we'd be able to make a decision, somewhere, before then. One time in my past, we went into a season with a couple of guys, same kind of deal, and by the second ball game, by halftime of the second ball game, we made a decision to go with Colt, and we're just not going to set a timetable on it. I mean, we would like for them to make that decision. Yeah, they all have the ability to make some plays with their feet, to extend plays and do some things like that. And they all throw the ball well. They're bright guys, and they all have no experience. So there's pretty similar skill sets on all three of them. As we look back, had somebody got snaps last year, that would have helped. But that's not what we did. So I live with that decision last year. I'm not going to argue that fact. I'm just going to say that we felt like, Kirk and I felt like, that we were doing the right thing at that time. CJ has got a really quick arm. He's got a really quick arm. The ball comes out good. He's got the ability to extend plays. He has a little bit of I don't know what the right term is, where sometimes you want to say, no, okay, that turned out pretty good.
Like a three-point shooter, yeah.
Yeah. And he's not afraid to keep shooting. So Jake, not that you asked, but just kind of as you talk about each one, Jake is extremely bright, very bright. Is getting us in the right plays, is making the right decisions. And Cody and CJ are probably a little closer mentality-wise in terms of being a three-point shooter. That's a pretty good term. So, there's a place for all of it. Because we've got to take more shots. We have got to put the ball down the field more often. And yet at the same time, there's got to be certain parameters when, you call one to get down the field, and the defense has told you need to bring the ball down. So, but we've made a really conscious effort from spring to this point in camp of understanding we've got to force the defense back and take more shots. Yeah, through 4 practices, we've played without a huddle every snap for 4 practices. That's something that we want to be able to do. We also have the ability to huddle, and we've taught the huddle. But the plan right now is that we want to play faster, get more snaps, play with more tempo, play with more personnel packages, and so that's how we started camp.